Okay, guys, this is Kobe chantharangsy. I think that's his name. So he's being tried for murder. The victim's right there, lower right. Um, so his case is interesting because he was in a barber shop getting his hair cut, and some rival gangs came in and he pulled out a gun from under the drape, right? Because he was getting his hair cut, and then the victim is like an innocent bystander. Also, he had I guess his kids with him, and then he ended up, shielding the kids. So the um the defendant, I guess, because he pleaded not guilty, um, pulls out or produces a firearm, obviously in self defense, right? So here's the part um, that's kind of sad for the defendant, right? The aunt goes on TV to say that she doesn't, um, take the side of her nephew, but rather than the side of the victim, right? And she wanted to go on TV. It's like an "I told you so" moment, right? Like it's not like. And then she goes, um, she wanted to help him, but throughout his life, because she sees that he's a troubled teen, right? And that the the system failed him. Um, so so obviously the public um, defender, right? Um, allowed him to go. Him and I guess the driver of the car, the vehicle he was in. So that guy was like an assailant to the crime, I guess. They're charging him with a crime of murder. I guess the murder is to the innocent bystander, right? So that's what the state wants to do. But okay, here's the issue, right? The issue is he's defending himself. The only crime he really committed was that he produces the firearm, which it doesn't say it was registered or not, right? Obviously, it's probably unregistered, so that's the crime. Um, Producing a firearm and defending yourself, and whether it be a crime to shoot an innocent bystander in the course of defending yourself, that's where the case is leading, or the yeah, to towards, right? So he has to defend himself on that, right? Um, Obviously the aunt is probably like, I don't know what to do, right? I told him this and that, not to hang out with bad crowds or whatever, right? It's not the it's not a crime to be in a gang. It's not a crime to be. I guess if you have a concealed weapon, that is a crime, and you're not supposed to. Um, but it's not a crime to defend yourself. Um, well, you know what I mean. Like, this is just my opinion. Um, it's hard for me to say when people choose to not stand by an innocent person, right? Because he can be innocent, like literally, he can, with the right attorney, he could win the case. But obviously, his ancestor system failed him. Well, if she was a loving aunt, she is a part of the system that failed him, right? It's just my opinion. Um, and for her not to see the fact that, he's going through this trial alone, or with the public attorney's help, right? And she's not helped building the case by standing on the opposite end of the character building. You know what I mean? It it doesn't help the case. That's just my opinion. Um, but like I said, with the right attorney, um, you know, basically, um, at most, I mean, it wouldn't be murder, right? It'll be like an accident in the course of defending yourself from aggressors, right? Which I believe the um, like literally the guys that, or the rival gangs, they're in, the hospital sustaining injuries from the gunshot, right? Now, do um do the rival gang has to have equal lethal means of hurting you for you to defend yourself? I mean, that's a whole different um, argument there. But yeah, it's just a sad case of um, unfortunate circumstances. Anyway, go ahead and tap that follow. Let me know what you think, and have a good day. Peace.